It's very, very hard to be optimistic about Zimbabwe at the moment. I've always thought that Mugabe would only leave office one way, and that was feet first. And the more he feels embattled by the West, the longer he will stay on just to snub them. And the longer he stays on, the means that the outside world won't engage. Africa's failed this test. They would prefer to support him or at least leave him in office rather than pressurize him to leave. And he will, one way or another, continue to run and rule and ruin Zimbabwe. It's a tragedy. It's a sort of Shakespearean tragedy, because some people say he was always evil, but I don't go subscribe to that. You look at the early years, he did some very good things, and his own reconciliation when he came to power was quite remarkable. But he's become like Macbeth, and as the play goes on, he becomes more and more self-centered and evil, and it's I think that's really what has happened. And I can't see Morgan Tsvangirai and the MDC, even though they're in the camp now, being able to do very much about it. And here they are trying to call what a Western country is going to do when he calls for them to re-engage, even though Mugabe is still in power. And so he's going to get caught out as well, because there's no way they're going to re-engage as long as Mugabe holds the ultimate power. So he's going to fail in that, and if he fails in that, his failure to turn Zimbabwe round now economically that'll also happen. So it seems to me that I don't know where it's going next. It's already a humanitarian catastrophe, and the tragedy is it was a great country, and it was a rich country that exported food, and now it's completely wrecked. I'm not sure what happens next, but people say, oh, it's going to hit the buffers, it's going to go over the precipice. There are no buffers in Africa. There is no precipice. You just sink lower and lower and lower, and people die in the dark quietly. There's going to be no great uprising. I don't know what will happen. Maybe something will just suddenly trigger it, and then it'll all happen quite quickly. What that thing is, I don't know, but it'll have to mean the end of that regime before things can really turn around.